Hi, and it is again wine time on the patio, and today I'm going to share with you some information about Mount Pleasant Winery. So recently we paid a visit to some wineries in Missouri, and I've been trying to feature some different wines from that trip. And so this is from Mount Pleasant Winery. This wine is a white wine called Villagio. We visited their tasting room in Branson, Missouri, and did a tasting. They were doing 5 tastes for $5, and then if you make a purchase of, I believe it was $10 or more, that $5 goes towards your purchase. So that was kind of nice. They did their tastings in Riedel wine glasses, which are the ones that I'm always talking about how nice they are. So that was really something, because most wineries don't use the good, expensive glasses because of breakage, and I mean, it makes sense, but they did, so that was really kind of a bonus. Now this Villagio is an off-dry white blend. As you might imagine, Villagio is not the name of a grape, so it tells me that this is a blend. I do not know what the grapes involved in here are, but it is a really nice off-dry white blend. So that'll be what I'll be having today. Now, I've chilled this wine, and so I wanted to kind of talk about a couple other things as far as wine on the patio in the summertime. You know, here in southern Indiana, I think today it's going to be in the 90-degree Fahrenheit somewhere, in the 90s. And so you can already see maybe that my bottle of wine is starting to perspire. And so that means once I pour some into this glass, it's going to get warm really, really fast. And you don't want your chilled wine to warm up on you. So there's a couple of different things I can do. So I thought I would talk about a couple of those. So one option is, of course, to have an ice bucket. And I just have a couple examples here. So let me move my glass out of the way. So this is just a bucket. I got it, I think, at the Dollar Tree. So that meant it was $1. I have another one that I got, I think, at Walmart. And it's just a bucket like kids might take to the beach or something. So all you have to do is fill the bucket up like most of the way with ice out of your freezer, and then just stick your bottle in there. And that's actually a good way to chill a bottle of wine. So say you're getting ready to serve a wine and you realize you wanted it chilled and it's not chilled yet. If you get your ice bucket, and it doesn't have to be insulated, you're not going to be, you know, I have insulated ones, but just for outside, these work fine. But fill it up and stick your bottle in there, and within about 10-15 minutes, your wine will come to a nice chill. So it's a nice way to chill wine as well. And if you have a proper fancy ice bucket, that works too, but sometimes they don't have enough capacity for the bottle, so that's why I just buy these. They're really easy, and I keep them out here in my patio bin where they're safe. Another thing you can do is you can use a koozie. Now this is actually a woozy, so it's a wine koozie. And so now when I use a woozy, I don't use my really thin pricey glasses because I'm afraid they'll break, but I just use a less expensive, thicker glass, and you stick it in your woozy like this, slide it up, and this is, you know, insulates your glass. I have other ones that aren't woozy, so there's different brands. This one just slips in to this, and they have cute sayings on them. This one's Crazy Cat Lady. This one says, I make wine disappear, what's your superpower? And I have another, you know, some other ones with different logos on them. So these come in handy, and I use these a lot in the summertime to keep my wine cool. So that's something, and so I would probably do both. I would stick this in the ice bucket and use a woozy on my glass. If you don't want to use an ice bucket, there's these really cool things, and there's different brands of them. I know one brand's called Corksicle. This one is from Host. And what it is I've had this in the freezer. So this bit's frozen, and when I open my wine, just to give you an example, and pour some out, then I'll stick this down into the bottle, and it's frozen. So it'll keep it cool for a while, and it won't melt into my wine. So it won't make, you know, like you put ice in your wine, you start to liquefy your wine, and it's not nice. So this sticks in there, and then when I'm ready to pour, I just pull the little stopper out, and it pours right out of this bit here, so that you can use that. And you could use all these things together. And there's a lot of other products, but these, I just thought I'd show you a few today that are really handy dandy for when you want to keep your wine nice when you're outside. So in the meantime, I'm going to pour a little bit of this delicious Villagio from Mount Pleasant Winery, and I'm going to enjoy wine time on the patio. Cheers.